Good afternoon to y'all once again. This August. It's raining out here, man. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I'm going to show y'all something. Let's see. Show y'all this. Salute. Okay? Either like it or you don't. Salute. 30 years, y'all. If you like my content, hit like and subscribe. If you don't, just keep going. Salute. Let's see. As a city patrolman for years, patrol sergeant, sheriff's deputy, helping run the court system there, the Superior Court. Enjoyed it. Happily retired. Always stay busy doing something. I'll tell y'all that. Stay busy doing something. Always hear me say, stay in shape. Try to get to the gym. Boys, times has changed. Shine. As I think about it now, man, there's a spotlight on juveniles. Since they changed the law, man, the juveniles has went buckstone crazy, man. These young boys running around shooting at each other. Man, when I was their age, I didn't even think about a darn gun. If we met somewhere and fought, somebody got the ass whipped, and you just had to grin and bear it and go home, and then you become friends then. Now, they want to dispense lead persuasion and unlife each other, instead of saying the harsh words. I think this weekend up near Fayetteville, which is 12 miles from me at the Cross Creek Mall, juveniles gather up to fight in the parking lot and cause a ruckus. And the city of Fayetteville will come up with a curfew, Where's your manpower to enforce all of that? You'll find them. Contact the parent, get them home. As soon as you get them home, 10 minutes later, they had their runs right back there at the mall, causing ruckus again. Going into the McDonald's, throwing stuff at the workers, attacking the workers, throwing stuff through the drive-thru. Where'd all this insanity come from? Oh my God. A good condom could have prevented most of this mess. Don't think about that. Anyway. They say that, their brains aren't developed yet till they reach 20. They raise the age to 18. Used to, they done something when they were 16, you can carry them right to jail. No problem. Now, just recently, I saw on Facebook a local news where they had arrested and charged a teacher. This dude had been teaching for 10 years. Nothing on record. Nothing. For supposedly, allegedly choking a juvenile or restraining a juvenile. What did that punk ass juvenile do? See, the news don't want to tell you that. These are some mean jokers. These are the ones that will hurt you. And they'll do it because they know they can get away with it. That's the reason they do it. If they knew they can go to jail right then, you wouldn't have all this stuff going on. All this driving by dispensing some lead here and there and you know what I'm talking about. They go out and they start a fight. I heard Big Ward say this. When you check them, they go into the car, to the trunk to get there, what. Somebody like me, they don't realize I already got my what. So, there again, I'm not saying that behavior is acceptable, but you need to be able to defend yourself because, you got to, as they say, justify and articulate your actions. What's being done to you. Same thing with these assaults. Same thing. You in the grocery store, they like to start fights, they like to start a ruckus. So where do you go? I mean, juveniles are juveniles are juveniles. Every time the football season fixing to start at the local high school, when I was helping them work security down there, every little bit of trouble we had was started by them little middle school juveniles. They'd start a fight right there under the bleachers, man. They'd be 30 head of people out there fighting. Kids, ain't nobody seen nothing, don't nobody know nothing. Little juveniles. What do? You know, something's got to be done some way or another. Man, you know, all this bull crap. This is ridiculous, man. When I was that age, boy, I'm glad I'm still living. I believe Mom and Daddy killed me about 3 or 4 times. They went like a cat, 9 lives or something. I don't know, but I knew where I stood, and you know, these juveniles, man, they know right from wrong. Don't tell me what their brains ain't developed. Shoot. They know right from wrong. They do it because they know they can get away with it. See what I mean? That's why. If you know you're going to get away with stuff, you're going to keep doing it. Same thing in the court system. Same thing. But anyway, happily retired from all of that now. And you have to learn to wind down. The older you get, you know, the more quick-tempered you are, and the less patience you have. But I'm working on it. I'm trying. Do a lot of fishing. I may work a part-time job here and there just to stay busy. But I like to focus on creating my channel and doing some good content. You know, and have some conversation, offering advice on things. Man, I've done so much, but it ain't about me. You know, it's about the career in general and working what I call the chicken farm and just sitting back, relaxing, and just seeing how everything has changed. Man, people run up and down the roads like they running Indy 500, driving like maniacs. Road rage, you know, and that's one thing. If you come across somebody, they jump out the car and they come, don't pay them no attention, okay? Just look straight ahead, don't pay them no attention, okay? As soon as they bust your window or do something like that, then you take action. Second Amendment, you know what I mean? Okay, I'll just leave it at that. But don't pay them no attention, don't flip them off, don't beat the horn, don't, you know. So, and the horns are made to prevent accidents. They're not made to command somebody to do something. You know, there's some yo-yo runs around Fayetteville in a truck. He's got a train horn, and he gets behind people at the stop sign or stoplight, and blows that darn horn. So I'm like, well, if they let him get away with that, you know, I'm gonna get one like that and put it on my Jeepers Creepers truck and follow him around blaring the horn. See, you scaring people cause them to have an accident. So who's liable? When you're running around with a stupid ass horn like that and you scare the hell out of some elderly lady, cause her to wreck, don't you think you're liable? That's another thing. People nowadays, they feel like they do stuff and they're not accountable for what they do. Bullshit. You do something, it's on you, Jack. It's on you. Who you gonna blame? The president? The president didn't put that horn on your car. The president ain't causing all this fussing. This fussing was going on before he was in office. The politics ain't got a darn thing to do with nothing. The people associate with all of that. He didn't cause that. Man, we've had all these people running around with mental problems and the homeless people. Of course, I try to help homeless people as much as I can when I was working law enforcement. And it's just crazy, man. You got people out there with mental issues. And you just don't walk up on somebody nowadays, man. They be out in the shopping center parking lots hollering and singing, talking to people that ain't there, and you know, running up on you and talking to you like they know you. They don't know you, you know. It's awareness. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Crazy stuff. And that was the thing back then. Now, mental patients used to be kept in a facility where they could be cared for. Now, they release them, let them go home as long as they take their meds, but they're not taking their meds. They're not doing it. They're doing crazy meds. It's just, I don't know. See a lot of stuff on the news here lately about, you know, the guy that was hired in Arkansas as a school teacher and goes to the park and unlifes the mom and the dad because he wanted to kidnap their two little girls. And this guy had been working in the school system in different states for years. Come on, people. I mean, you got crazy people out there like that? I don't know, man. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. The economy going down, and you know, that's everyday life. And people's always lost their jobs. You know, it's called life. People's always had hard times. It's called life. But you got to grin and bear it and go with it, and you got to move on. You got to do. You got to take care of you and your family. Prepare, make sure you have stuff at home in case something happens. You know, so you don't ever know. You don't ever know. Especially bad weather, because I live in an area where a lot of hurricanes hit all the time. Man, when they hit, I've seen power be out more than a week. And I'll be out there at the shelter helping people at the shelter, getting them in the whole time. My family's at home waiting on me to come back home to help him. But I'm serving the people, trying to help them. A lot of people are just so ungrateful, man. You see how people are, how ungrateful. I mean, hey, you know, man, I ain't eating it. Hey, I'm eating it. You got to eat. You got to eat what we have. You know, this ain't Burger King. This is a shelter, a storm shelter. You either eat what we give you or you don't eat. You know, that's just the way it is. People just so ungrateful. Like, they think we serving big waffles from Burger King or something. No, that ain't the way it works. But a lot of people don't see that on the outside looking in. They don't see stuff like that. So, but anyway, all I can say is, hey man, you got to carry on. Everybody goes through hard times. Everybody has hardships. You just don't see a lot of it, but they do. I always believe in treating people the same, man. I don't try to look down on somebody because I think I got more than they do or less or whatever. So it's tough out there. Tough. But the juveniles, it's went crazy. And I don't know what the solution would be, because day in and day out, I mean, it's like that. Everything around here that I've seen so far, I think today, in the city of St. Paul's, which is about 5 miles from me, 18-year-old was unended with a firearm. And they're still investigating him now. 18. State of North Carolina, that's a juvenile. Who did it? Probably a juvenile. That's what I'm saying. Most of your violent crimes and stuff like that, everybody commits crime, don't get me wrong, but a majority of it is juveniles. So anyway, like what you see here, hit like and subscribe. If you don't, hey, keep scrolling on. As we say in Rodco, shine, yeah. Have a good one, y'all.